right. All right. So what I would love to share is an example of how to hit MGRS and car qualification and the different numbers that we need to look at when we're examining our performance center. I want to take you through an example today as we are mid-month or almost coming towards the end of September. I'm going to show this in a real life example because we get lots of different examples, people, wondering what they need to do in order to qualify. And so I'm going to show an example here and have a conversation for everyone else's benefit for future. So I'm logged into the back office. I'm going to go down to Performance Center and I'm going to go and see what is happening here. So here we have a Lifestyle Director 1. She is moving towards Lifestyle Director 2, current and then next. This is the rank advancement. So what does this partner need to move to the next rank? So mentoring one more to achieve LD1 or higher is what this partner has to do to hit that. The monthly maintenance status. So we have a monthly maintenance status to maintain your level of weekly commissions. There are some check marks to be able to achieve in order to maintain the maximum weekly residual commission. So that's what maintenance status is. If you're hitting MGRS and you're building your business, good chances, a lot of these check marks will happen already. And you can see here, the only one that is missing is the new retail sales, which you'll also see, it shows up in a few places. So the new retail sales for the car program, you'll notice is a little bit more. So it's 300 instead of the 200. And at the bottom, MGRS is 200 again. So the first thing I want to share with the new retail sales, you do not need like 200 plus 300. It's if you get the 200 check mark, it's going to give you a check mark right here for MGRS and also on your monthly maintenance. So it counts in both places. Now with the car, it's a little bit more. So really what you want to achieve is 300 in sales, and then that will give you the check mark on all three of those categories: monthly maintenance, the car program, and MGRS. So it counts for both. So that's the first thing. So car program, she needs 300 in retail sales. These do not need to be in like many different customers. It's any denomination. So you could have 6 VIPs buy $50 each. You could have 1 VIP buys $300, and that will fulfill that requirement for VIP shopper. So new retail sales is a new VIP shopper. So if you had a client that created their account but did not place an order, that would count as a new retail sale, okay? If you have a client that's repeating, that's ordering a second time, that will not count towards your new retail sales. So new retail sales is a new VIP shopper, okay? But the 300, achieving that also fulfills the requirement of the MGRS at the same time. So this is why we say when you look at this, when you achieve MGRS in your LD1, really, so once you fulfill all things here for MGRS and you're already LD1, it's usually just the volume, then we're looking at your team growth and the volume, and that's a little bit more that you need to do in order to push for the car. So that's why we see people that are qualifying for MGRS over and over again, then it's easier for them to qualify for the car because they have momentum in their team, they have volume that's happening in their organization, and as it grows, and it's easier to hit that mark, if that makes sense. So that's the new retail sales. So here's the requirement. She's got check marks here. 300 in retail sales, will get that one. Bonus qualifying volume, she's achieved that. Total commissionable volume is a requirement. So pending CV and current CV, which is the sales in your entire organization, okay? CV is commissionable volume, the volume that flows up from all the activity that happens in our organization. And then the minimum $22.50 per CV per team. So this is where for car program, you can't just have all your activity on one side. You have to have activity on both of your teams in order to achieve the CAR program and to maintain that qualification. So that's what's missing there. And I will go show you that screen in a minute. So I can, for this example, show what is needed. Okay. Now, MGRS. So as we know, there are 3 ways to qualify for MGRS. Right here is saying, nope, she's not qualified yet. The first way is the standard way, right? Achieve the 150 of your own personal purchases, that you launch a new shop, which she has. The new retail sales, again, we just talked about that one. And the bonus qualifying volume. So there's missing a little bit here. So bonus qualifying volume comes from a few places. So if you launch a shop, right, a lifestyle promoter or a lifestyle advisor, there's volume associated with the package. So if you launch a lifestyle advisor, it's 500 in CV. If you launch a lifestyle promoter, it's 200 in CV. So that launching an online shop, she's already probably received, I don't know if it was a promoter or advisor that she launched, but she's already received volume for that partner. Now what happens is, with her sales, the new retail sales that she's going to get with her new VIP shopper, there's also going to be bonus qualifying volume on those purchases that will count here. So for example, a bottle of Fountain of Life is 26.25 in CV. So let's say for 200, let's say it's 4 bottles. Let's say the VIP shopper bought 4 bottles. 4 times 26.25 is 105 in CV, which will also be added here. So then 523 plus 105, as an example, is 523 plus 105 is 628. So then just by generating the new retail sales, 4 bottles, right? Then you're going to get that check mark. Plus you're going to have 105 more in CV added to this 523. So then the total would be 628. So 750 minus 628, then there's only 122 remaining. So remember that with where this comes from. If you launch a shop, there's a certain amount of CV volume associated with the package. New retail sales, the CV value of the purchase of those retail sales also counts. And then the last one is 50% of PV. So personal volume is your own purchases, okay? So she's already generated the 150 PV. Anything above and beyond the 150 PV, the CV value will also count towards the bonus qualifying volume. So here's an example. A VIP shopper, a customer buying online, always counts for double, right? Because our own purchases only account for 50% of PV. So a bottle of Fountain of Life is 26.25. But if you have, if you're ordering it yourself as a partner, each bottle you buy yourself will only have 13.12 in CV that counts. So you don't want to leave the difference between these to all your own purchases. It's much faster for you to go and find a customer because you get double of the volume that counts towards this bonus qualifying volume. So I hope that's clear. The BQV is probably the most confusing one of them all. Just know that when you launch a shop, you have bonus qualifying volume that counts here. When you generate retail sales online, you also have bonus qualifying volume that counts here. And then sometimes it's just, you can buy shopping credits or you buy a family pack or you buy what you need to make up the difference, okay? So I would say focus on getting the retail sales first and then see where you're left after that. And then we can help strategize with what you need to do to make up that bonus qualifying volume. If the
Stephanie,
partner you launch is in LA, then you already have achieved 500 right here. So the fastest way to MGRS is for this partner to be a lifestyle advisor because you get the most volume, right? The other thing is that if you have any people on your team that are not lifestyle advisors, they're retailers or lifestyle promoters, if they upgrade their package, there's also bonus qualifying volume that counts from that. So you could look within your organization and see if there's anybody who needs to upgrade or who's interested in upgrading. That's another way to get that BQV, okay? So I hope that's clear. And maybe if there's anyone that wants to share an example of this specific case, then we can hear from you. The second way is to purchase a momentum pack. So this is an immediate qualification. You get 50 bottles of Fountain of Life and I think 900 shopping credits. I'm not sure exactly. It's $2,500. But if you're someone that's moving a lot of bottles where you are, the momentum pack is fantastic. It's immediate qualification for MGRS. Plus it gives you a big package of bottles to be able to sell, especially in some countries where they're doing a lot of cash and carry sales. That's a definite great way to do it. And then you also have to generate 2,500 in PV. So the same thing, if you're not recruiting a team, but you're ordering a lot of products and you're moving a lot of products, then you're generating the 2,500 in a month of products that you're selling, really. You're using PV, you're using yourself, you're consuming yourself, you're using yourself, or you're selling to your customers directly. That's how we generate PV. So yeah, so the really what's needed here, generate the retail sales, and then you're gonna have bonus qualifying volume that counts from those sales that will add onto this 523. And then that makes, and then we want to get to 750 here. And then for the car, same thing. So for the 300 sales, then you cover both the car qualification here as well as MGRS. So that's a check mark on both. And then the only thing left is the volume on the team. So let me go and show you where you look at that for car qualification. So I'm going to go back.
Steph?
Yeah.
Before you go there, can you talk a little bit about the impact that the retail sales have on your weekly commission?
The impact of the retail sales on your commission.
Yes, so you know how right now Habasada has an X under new retail sales?
Yes.
This is why she's only qualified for 1,000 instead of 1,500.
Exactly. Yes. So that you can, yes, thank you. So that's a good point. So the monthly maintenance status is your maintenance to receive the maximum weekly commission. So you can see here, her maximum potential is 1,500, but she only qualifies to earn $1,000 per week in commissions because she doesn't have all these check marks here. So if she achieves the 200 in the month, then this will change from 1,000 to 1,500. So then she's putting herself in a position by achieving the monthly maintenance on all of these, then her maximum weekly commissions increases to 1,500, which is the max payout for a Lifestyle Director 1. Does that answer the question? Or provide clarity on that? Hopefully it does.
Yes.
Excellent. So
can I add one more question, Stephanie, before you move out here?
Yes.
For example, let's say I want to buy where is the MGRS where it has a less let's say if I want to order from my Smart Buy money, you remember you say if we order our inside our store, it's better if the retailer is order. So if I order but I didn't pay my credit, I just paid my Smart Buy, is that any counting for CV or anything like that?
No, and that's a great question.
Thank you.
So for your own purchases, it's your own additional purchases above and beyond the 150. So you cannot redeem your shopping credits that you have in your account and use them to qualify for a bonus. Why? Because that money has already, the volume from that purchase has already been accounted for, right? So it's like
double dipping.
Exactly, that's a perfect way to describe it. It's double dipping. So it needs to be new sales in order for it to count, because the shopping credits that are there were already counted somewhere before, and the volume has already flown up from all of those purchases before, so they won't count it twice. It's basically would be like using it again for a second time. So they do need to be new sales. So you can use use your credit card, or you can use your e-wallet money. So that's what I do for any of my own purchases. I use the money in my e-wallet that I've generated from my business to reinvest it back into the business. But you cannot use your shopping credits to qualify for a bonus.
Excellent.
Good
Thank
question.
you.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to volume, the team volume. So remember, let's just review. She needs, where did it go? There it is. So 2250 CV per team. So per team means on the left and the right side, okay? So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go into organization, my team volume. So this is gonna show the volume on both sides, okay? So here, current volume is what is currently there. You can see there's, it is, lots happening on the right. The left side is just getting going, right? So what is needed, so the right side is okay. There's, nothing we need to worry about there. This side is where it is, where we have some work to do. So right now there's 492. My understanding that for car bonus, they also count the pending volume, okay? So let's add those two numbers together. 492 plus 676 is 1168. That's how much volume right now is on the left side. Well, that's how much we count towards the car right now. And in 10 days, she still has till the end of the month, remember. So 1168. So the requirement is 2250. 2250 minus 1168 is 1082. So 1082 in CV on her left side of her organization is what needs to happen in the next 10 days in order for her to get that check mark, right? So again, where can that CV come from? Well, remember, a lifestyle advisor that's launched is 500 CV. So if on the left side, and it doesn't have to be this partner enrolling someone themselves, it can be them launched anywhere on the left side, it counts, right? So 2 lifestyle advisors, that's 1,000 right there. And then there's only 82 to make up, right? So then someone, a customer could place an order, and then it would be, you have the check mark. So there's different combinations of how that can happen. I'm just giving you one example of how to make that up. So then you look at, okay, who's on your left side? Are they active? Are they building? Are they generating customers? Are they more, are they launching partners? Do we have anyone that we can help support to stimulate and help them achieve MGRS, right? You help your partners. If this individual helped their partners on their left side achieve MGRS, that's likely going to stimulate the volume, the CV that's required for her to be able to achieve the car bonus. So then you really need to look at, okay, who's on the left side? How can, what can I make happen over there in order to make up that difference in CV to get the car bonus? Was that clear?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions about this? Okay, good. I'm just checking the chat. Any questions about the Performance Center? What to look at? I hope you found that helpful. I find often these kinds of scenarios, everyone's scenario is a little bit different depending on what the numbers are, but looking at a real life example, it sometimes helps to just like to know what you need to sort of think about and what options are available to you. And I will say that, you know, towards the end of the month, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. Towards the end of the month, this is obviously, it's a big priority because MGRS has become a culture in our team. And we know that if we're all working towards that, we create momentum in our team. And that's exactly what's happening, which is exciting to see. So if you've hit MGRS, you want to share it in your My 5. If you're close, you know, take a screenshot of that Performance Center I showed you, put it in your My 5. Let us help you. Let us help you, you know, see what you need and help, you know, troubleshoot your specific instance so that, you know, we can all be celebrated. We can earn the cash bonus of MGRS, but then you're also celebrated and recognized by the company as well. So I hope that you found this helpful. I'm going to stop recording and we'll share this recording with the team so that others can navigate a real example of how to look at their Performance Center.